answers.
It's a wrong road, and cold when they're getting newborns. But it's stronger the farther on you go. Thought I knew you, but can't never say I know me. That sorry shadow I could turn out to be. Sometimes I cannot. Just can't understand where my head is at. Oh, what my heart is saying. All throughout the struggle, sometimes I feel I can't shake the habit. I just can't wake up. But I know in the end I'll be the chill. 'Cause the road will go with me or without, making no compromise, fighting for a better life.
Persona 4 Arena.
Okay, welcome back yet again, friends, strangers, enemies. We are coming right off of doing one stream and into the next. I could have kept this going as one entire stream, but the title wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense, so I figured, stop that one and then move right into the next one. And this should only take me 2 hours tops to complete this last story, and then we will be done with Persona for some considerable time.
Wish you good luck.
Which means next week we can finally start up Shadow of Destiny. Blue. The floor, the ceiling, the furnishings, everything is blue. It's quite unlike what I normally see throughout my day. And yet my heart is mysteriously calm. I recognize the site rumbling as an engine and realize that I am in a car. Or rather, someplace else I recognize.
Welcome to the
And
Velvet Room.
there's Igor. I was wondering if he was going to show up. The old man with the bizarre face sitting before me makes a expression that appears to be a smile. Sitting quietly next to the old man is a woman as beautiful and delicate as an ice sculpture.
Ah, it seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny. My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
I think we already made acquaintance before, Igor. The Velvet Room, Igor. Even though I'm barely conscious, I remember that this is not the first time that I've heard those names. I see, this is a dream. This happened in the past. I've been in this room before. If my memory is correct, what he says next is...
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. It may be that such a fate awaits you in the near future.
The words I expect to hear fall from the old man's mouth. I'm surprised that I still remember them. Another me, the one not in the dream, can't help but smile at that.
Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
I remember this too. When I said my name here, I forged a contract with them. And so I answer. You, Narukami. When I open my eyes, the light is so blinding that I have to squint. For a moment, I can't figure out where I am, and I look around.
Right. I was on my way back.
I mutter to myself and look out the window. The sky is somewhat cloudy, unfortunately, but the scenery is as peaceful as always. It seems that I fell asleep on the train headed to the countryside where I spent the last year in Inaba. If I recall correctly, when I first came through the town, it was an afternoon just like this. I dozed off the same way back then and was summoned to the Velvet Room. That was when Igor said that misfortunes would befall me. And just as he foretold, I was dragged into an outrageous murder mystery. That was no ordinary case. The Midnight Channel, shadows, and personas, the powers of the heart. I saw things that could scarcely be believed. But I made memories there that could never be replaced as well. We gained the powers of personas, and we suffered together. I stood with my friends on the investigation team against the misfortunes and fought alongside them. There is no way that I could overcome such ordeals without their
I
help.
wonder what everyone's been up to.
After solving the mystery, it was decided that I would leave Inaba around the same time my parents would be returning from overseas. It's been about 2 months since I last saw them all. Excuse me. As they were saying goodbye to me at the train station, I decided to stay at the Dojima residence during Golden Week so that I could spend the holiday with my friends. Of course, my uncle was happy to hear this, and his only daughter Nanako should be glad to see me too. Hold on a moment, you didn't have time to say because I ended it quickly, but did I only say thank you for tuning in, Uwu person? Were you the only one here in the entire 2 hours? Yes, you were indeed.
Oh, damn it. I still haven't picked up Yosuke's gift.
It was supposed to be something special after all. Actually, I'd received a call from Teddy, one of my investigation team friends, this morning. The details of the conversation are a bit confusing.
Hello? Is this Sensei?
What the hell, man? Where's everybody's loyalty? I have no idea.
Yeah, what's up?
I know Kuro is playing Dead by Daylight right now.
I'm really sorry to bring this up, but I forgot to tell you something very important. I have a special request for the souvenirs I'm sure you'll be bringing your best friend.
Hang on a sec. Still got chapped lips, and I still have a fucking sword jaw and teeth. Teddy, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to tell people what you want them to bring you as souvenirs. I already have souvenirs for everyone, but oh well. Sure enough, Teddy was only asking for some snacks that aren't sold in Inaba, so it wasn't much trouble. But there was one problem.
One more thing. Can I ask you to pick up something for Yosuke too?
I was planning on bringing something for everyone anyway, but go ahead.
Cool! Well, Yosuke's been down in the dumps after his mommy burned his favorite nurse. She was what I called scorching hot. Just kidding.
A nurse?
Aw, come on, Sensei. You know what I'm talking about. His nurse magazine with the chest examinations and the bear behind.
I see. And you expect me to buy him a replacement?
Of course, silly. People coming to visit are supposed to bring presents.
That sounds like
Alright.
entitlement, Teddy.
Oh, I was planning to head back tomorrow, but since we're meeting up early, I decided to go back today. Can you pass that on to everyone?
Aha! Then the sexy nurses will be arriving even sooner. It'll be like, Sensei, we have an emergency patient. Yusuke will be so happy. Okay then, we'll be waiting for you.
I'm a little worried now. I hope he isn't telling everybody something that would give them the wrong idea. Well, I should just call again once I get there. But I'll ignore that for now.
Nurses, huh?
In the end, I wasn't able to pick up one for him. How can I put it? I'd feel bad for Yosuke if I gave him that magazine and every time he opened it, his friend's face kept popping into his head. And I have to think Yosuke has his pride too. He doesn't need me buying him this stuff. Then again, this is Yosuke we're talking about. I'm sure he'll understand if I explain my reasoning. Probably.
Now pulling into Yaso Inaba. This will be the last stop. Yaso Inaba.
Oh,
End of the line already. It looks like I've been asleep for a lot longer than I thought. Just as that thought came to me, a certain worry crossed my mind. If I had a dream of the Velvet Room, did that mean I was going to be dragged into another adventure? No, I shouldn't think such things. I'm overthinking it. Really, if Kuro bought me a dirty magazine, would I think of him? No, I would probably, say something more along the lines of, what the hell is this, the 70s? I mean, the internet's there. Igor had said, I'm delighted to make your acquaintance after all, so it's nothing but a dream. It's quite misleading, since I've had dreams of being summoned into that room ever since. The train begins to slow, and I take that as my cue to gather my belongings from the luggage rack above me. When the train comes to a complete stop and the doors open, even the smell of the wind evokes a sense of nostalgia. Ha ha ha, I think I'm getting a little too sentimental. I step out to the platform with a wry smile. It's the thought that counts, indeed. I'm standing in front of the train station, but the town is as quiet as it's always been. I realize that the sun has started to set, and the orange sky envelops the world.
Now, what should I do?
Today is May 2nd. According to the calendar, the latter half of the holidays will begin tomorrow. I had told Dojima-san that I was going to arrive today, but it seems he's too busy with work to come get me. Ryotaro Dojima. He's my uncle. I stayed with him last year. He's a detective with the Inaba police, and he's raising his elementary school-aged daughter, Nanako, by himself. It seems that he was suddenly contacted by a detective from the Metropolitan Police Department regarding last year's case and will have to work late. What happened last year was very serious, so that may be why this has come up. He shouldn't have worried about it. I recall how apologetic he sounded over the phone, and can't help from smiling. I told him that I knew the way over from the station, but a bag packed with necessities and souvenirs for everyone turns out to be quite a load. Nanako must be waiting for me alone in the house, so I want to get there as soon as possible. To be honest, I don't know when the bus will come. Maybe I should call for a taxi. Just as I'm thinking this...
Nanako?
Big bro!
Nanako! Busy with work still? Come on, Dojima, I thought you'd gotten better. I'm very disappointed in you. Yeah, for real. It is Nanako. There's no way I'd mistake
You
her.
came to meet me all on your own?
Why did she come to the station by herself? True, the Dojima residence is within walking distance, but it couldn't have been easy for her. And even though it's still light out right now, it will get dark soon, and the country roads are barely lit. What would she have done if it hadn't been here? Or if I hadn't been here? I'm about to voice my concerns, but Nanako sounds slightly proud when she says...
Don't worry, Dad knows about it. He gave me money for the bus. He said he couldn't make it, so I came instead. Welcome back, big bro. I wanted to see you so much.
Thanks. I'm happy to see you again, too.
I see, she must have wanted to show me that she's grown up too. She is around that age, after all. For a moment, I'm surprised that Dojima-san let her do this. But I can imagine what kind of conversation took place. Nanako has always been a capable girl, but over the past year her housekeeping skills have improved greatly, and she's proven herself to be very reliable. She takes the lead in many things within the house, and even Dojima-san can't compete with her sometimes. I can easily imagine the scene in my mind. And it's true that I'm glad someone came to welcome me. I take Nanako's hand and we begin walking side by side.
Well, no sense standing around here. What's in the fridge at home?
Lots. Dad and I bought a ton of stuff since you were coming to visit.
Really? Even you thought about it? What would have happened if Yu's train was late or delayed? Or if he had gotten on the wrong train, a little girl at the train station alone, kidnappers could have happened? Yeah, Dojima needs to parent better. If Nanako says so, then he really must have bought a lot. Dojima-san did say that he'd pick up dinner for us, but if that's the case, maybe I should put together something to go with it. I ask Nanako what she wants to eat, and she looks back, but... and she looks back with a twinkle in her eyes.
Are you gonna cook dinner? Ooh, I want to help.
Nanako and I made small talk while we walked through Inaba for the first time in a little while. Being here like this makes me feel as if I've gone back in time to a year ago. What was that? I have no idea. After we get back to the Dojima home, I hurry and unpack my belongings before heading to the kitchen. Nanako helps me out as diligently as she had claimed earlier. The way she mixes the eggs seems more skillful than before. You noticed that I cut myself up and started shaking? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. You're such a good girl, Nanako.
Good evening. This is the Evening Journal with news for May 2nd. Our top story is on the domestic airline that was hijacked yesterday.
The TV in the living room echoes through the house. The TV was on quite often in this house. When I first came to Inaba, Nanako was practically being raised by the television. There had been this odd sense of distance between us around that time. She hadn't started calling me Big Bro, and we didn't cook together like we are now. It's the little things that bring back memories. Right when we were about done making dinner, Dojima-san arrived with some deluxe sushi. Nanako quickly gets up and rushes to the door. Whose legs do you need to break? I have no fucking clue what that was, honestly. I know that my dad was down here, but he usually stays quiet, so I don't really know what that could have been. Dojima-san apologizes about the sudden increase in the workload, and then we all sit at the table and begin eating. Being here like this makes me feel like the 2 months I was gone have never happened at all. There's a warm atmosphere, as if I've always been part of this family, and have lived here with them my entire life. I thank both of them from deep in my heart, and after I give them the souvenirs I brought for them, we enjoy chatting with each other as family. No voice lines for Dojima? Hey, Jack Frost statue. Another familiar room. This is the room that was prepared for me on the second floor of the Dojima residence. I'm good though, right? Everything good? All body parts where they need to be? Yeah. Body parts are fine. Nanako fell asleep from the excitement after carrying her to her room. I tell my uncle that I'll be going to bed early as well, since I have plans. All he says was, okay, I'm a little perplexed by this, but I have my suspicions. And as I open the door to my old room, it seems I was right. The room is no different than it had been when I was living here. It's exactly the same as it was when I left Inaba. I closed the door with a feeling of wistfulness. As I sit down on my sofa, thinking about my uncle's thoughtfulness, I sigh from exhaustion of the long journey. I'll be able to see my friends tomorrow. And I'm gonna put some Orgel on my teeth again. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on the dental pick that I have and floss my teeth with the Orgel. That should help get in all the crevices. I still have to wait till the 9th to be able to get this goddamn root canal done. This is hell for me right now. You guys have no fucking idea.
It's raining.
This time is just before midnight, or the time is just before midnight. In mere moments, it will be a new day. Whenever it rains at night, I keep checking the time. While I spent the last year in Inaba, I always checked for the Midnight Channel, which was popular urban legend here in Inaba. It's a bad habit of mine, even when I'm not here. If you look at a turned-off TV at midnight on a rainy night, you will see your soulmate. Discovering that this rumor was actually true was the first reason why I became involved in the murder investigation last year. But the person who actually appears on the Midnight Channel isn't your soulmate. It's the next victim. After discovering this, we all nervously sat before our TVs on rainy nights in order to solve the case.
That brings back some memories. Nothing will show anymore, though.
Will nothing really appear, though? I suddenly have doubts. Why would I think that? After we solved the case, we all confirmed the Midnight Channel wasn't appearing anymore. The empty screen stays silent. So why?
Just in case.
It's not going to turn on. There's no way. The more I think about it, the more I feel my resolve fading. I peer into the TV screen as if something is drawing me into it. The only thing I see in my reflection, or is my reflection, in the dark glass of the CRT television. Or so I thought.
Rivals. They are friends, yet powerful foes. The desperate fighting program amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start.
Be the manliest of all men! Come on down!
Nobody touches his precious Nanako, the sister complex kingpin of steel, Narukami!
It's only natural.
Wage slave in the boonies by day, hero by night, Captain Resentiment, Yosuke Hanamura!
Everything that bores me has gotta go!
A spunky dragon with deadly legs, the carnivore whose discarded womanhood, Chie Satonaka!
You need to eat more meat!
Please escort me to the ring, my prince, the unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Amagi!
I'll finish you in one strike!
Blooming roses and bulging muzzles, the blood-curdling beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi! Deep into realms of romance, the body of a child, the brain of a genius, the 2000 IQ killjoy detective, Naoto Shirogane!
Is this an army of idiots?
Fight and survive towards the one throne waiting at the end! The P1 Grand Prix where fierce fights will be fought! The battle begins tonight!
What on earth
was that?
What? Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel?
Was that me? Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel. I'm impressed. There's so much wrong with that phrase, I don't know where to begin. No, I shouldn't be thinking about that. Those words aren't the problem here. I hurry to make sure the TV isn't plugged in. That was the Midnight Channel. What it was actually showing was rather ridiculous. But thinking back, everything the Midnight Channel showed last year didn't make much sense either. I'm suddenly gripped by tension. If the Midnight Channel is appearing again, I have to find out why. I pull out my cell phone and search for Yosuke's number.
Let's see, H. Hanamura Yosuke.
I quickly hit the call button. Does everyone know about this? Is everyone aware that the Midnight Channel is being broadcasted? Do they know what's showing us? And that we've been given taglines that can only be described as uncharitable?
Hello, this is Yosuke.
Yosuke?
It's nothing. I just freaked out when you called all of a sudden. Yeah, that's it. What's up? Hey, when do you want to meet?
I can tell what's going on just by the sound of his voice. Yosuke knows about what's happened on the Midnight Channel just now, and he's trying to hide that from me. Considering that I've been in Inaba for a while, I bet he's trying to keep me from worrying about it. Or I've been out of Inaba for a while. There's no need for him to be concerned about that. Then again, I can kind of understand how he feels. I am his friend after all.
That's not why I was calling. I saw the Midnight Channel. You saw it too, right?
Huh?
I can easily hear Yosuke's panicking on the other side of the phone. He's probably surprised that I saw the Midnight Channel when I shouldn't even be in Inaba right now. He must be thinking that the Midnight Channel is now appearing on the national TV network. Looks like Teddy didn't tell him after all.
Did Teddy not tell you? Since we're meeting up early tomorrow, I decided to come today. I figured you wouldn't think I could have seen it, so I gave you a call.
Well, I assumed you weren't here yet, so I didn't want to rely on you.
You haven't changed. So how about it? You're not gonna leave this be, are you, Captain Resentiment?
Why'd you zero in on that part? Did you see how they called you a sister complex kingpin?
Mine's not that bad.
You think? Oh, I ought to tell you, that program's not the only strange thing lately. Teddy, Rise, and Kanji aren't here either. They disappeared.
For a moment, I'm at a loss for words. Not only has the Midnight Channel come back on, we lost contact with 3 of our friends. I have a bad feeling about this. I can't believe that those two things are unrelated.
All right, we should get together tomorrow like we planned.
Yeah, at the Jeunesse food court. Welcome back, partner.
I'm suddenly reminded that I haven't even greeted Yosuke yet. I finally feel a sense of worry fade a little, and I answer with a smile.
It's good to be here.
No matter what happened, our friends may be in danger. What the hell is that? Keep hearing noises down here, but there's nothing going on. If that's so, then there's only one thing to do. Speaking of things I have to do...
Right. Sorry to say, I forgot to pick up your souvenir.
A souvenir? Don't even worry about it, man.
You sure? I thought you were really looking forward to it. Those nurses.
Nurses?
I had a feeling he wouldn't get it if I don't tell him flat out. This is rather hard to bring up, but oh well.
Yeah, Teddy asked me to get it for you. He said you were crushed that they got burned.
Oh, wait, this is all...
Doggy? No, the dog is
I
upstairs.
didn't know you were into nurses.
Shut up! That's enough! Damn it, you're trying to wind me up, aren't you? Stay home, you jerk.
But I'm already here. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
At least it seems like he understands about his souvenir. In any case, the preparations have been made. Tomorrow, I'll meet with everyone to sort through whatever information we have on the situation. If we have to, we'll go back into that world. It'd be best if this was just all our imaginations. But unfortunately, we know the Midnight Channel wouldn't work, or wouldn't have appeared without a reason. I should make sure I'm ready for tomorrow and get some rest. The only nurse you want to check on you is Valentine? I haven't played Skullgirls in ages, ever since the idiot developers were pushing that woke crap and doing a bunch of censorship nonsense. I've actually been trying to find a way to pirate the game just to stick it to those jagoffs. Still need to find out how to do that. The one with the rolled back updates. This place is lively as always. I look across the food court on Junes's roof for the first time in a while. Even though there aren't many people in Inaba, this place is exceptionally crowded. Plus, because it's Golden Week as well, I feel like it's busier than usual. It's censored? Yeah, they apparently did a bunch of censorship on the fan service portions of the game and stuff, and basically they equated their fans to being a dirty sock in the corner of a room that has been left alone for years. So yeah, fuck the devs. Just steal their games from this point on. Censorship is always wrong. Plus, because it's Golden Week as well, I feel like it's busier than usual. I happen to run into Yosuke at the elevators. We briefly greet each other. Guys are weird like that. Of course we are, the more simpler interactions when we meet each other face to face. The two of us step out of the food court. We immediately find Yukiko and Chie. You played it on Switch and mobile? Yeah, I have the Switch version too, but that thing gets updated as well. I mean, it's not like games from years ago where you could just pop in a cartridge and it's just like the game itself. Now that everything's connected to the internet, they get to put whatever nonsense updates they want to put into it. Now, Final Fantasy, the remake of 7, that's been out since 2021, I think. About maybe 3 months ago, I want to say, they ended up rolling back an update which put a undershirt on Tifa in a flashback scene because they thought that it was too lewd that she didn't have an undershirt on. It's fucking stupid the way that some developers are acting these days.
Good to see you guys again.
Welcome back! We missed you! The guest of honor's finally here! You're looking well. Welcome back. Should we...
Huh? Oh, he already knows about the Midnight Channel thing. He's actually the one who called me up about it.
Oh, I see. This has turned into a pretty thrown-together reunion, hasn't it? But I'm glad you came.
We chat some more while we sit down. Then Yosuke stands up and clears his throat loudly. He's probably been waiting for the right moment to say something. He hasn't mentioned anything to me, but I can easily guess what he's about to say. We all look towards Yosuke.
Well, it sucks that we can't hang out more before jumping into another mystery, but to celebrate our partner's return...
You thought Rebirth was the remake, but playing the original recently, the stories don't match at all? Well, there were 2 remakes of Final Fantasy VII. The first one was called Remake, and the second one was Rebirth. Then there's going to be a third one coming out, probably in 2027.
I hereby reinstate the investigation team in response to the Midnight Channel going back on the air last night.
Oh, the team is back! Just hearing that name again gets me all fired up. Yeah, let's do this!
I don't think the applause is necessary.
Why not? It's been 2 months since we last saw each other, after all. Chie and Yukiko start chuckling when I shrug, and though Yosuke seems saddened at that, he still ends up laughing along as well. What do you mean, what's the difference? The Final Fantasy VII Remake takes place, the events of the bombing mission all the way up to the death of, what the fuck's his name, President Shinra. Then in Rebirth, you continue from that point onward towards the point where Aerith dies. Then after that, there's more to the story afterwards. It's a relief to see that they're the same as always, but because of that, it makes me even more worried about the friends that aren't here right now. We can't start slacking off. We begin to sort through the information that we know about already.
Well, let's get cracking. I mean, this is no laughing matter. No one's heard from Teddy, Kanji, or Rise. Just those 3, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a hold of Naoto-kun, but I didn't tell her about this stuff. She told me she couldn't make it today because of her job, so I didn't want to worry her. She seemed pretty bummed that she couldn't be here too.
If she has a reason for not being here, then we can still contact her. Then Naoto should be fine. So Final Fantasy VII Remake is before we... Yeah. Yeah, that's the first part of the trilogy that's upcoming. And then Part 3 is supposed to come out in about 3 years or so. That leaves Teddy, Rise, and Kanji. Not hearing back from them after the entire day has passed isn't normal at all. The relationship between their sudden disappearance and the reappearance of the Midnight Channel last night disturbs me.
One thing's been bothering me. The picture on the TV was very clear last night.
Yeah. Going by the pattern from last year, it wouldn't be that clear until after the victim entered the TV.
Hey, isn't this the first time a big group of people was shown together? Plus, we're still here. Why us anyway? And what's up with those insulting descriptions?
Chie seems pretty angry about it. Many of the locals know about the rumor of the Midnight Channel. In other words, this troubling broadcast has already been seen by who knows how many people. From what I've been told, the moment Chie tried to ask another student about the Midnight Channel, the other girl ran away with a look of fear on her face. It's no surprise that Chie would be angry. Still...
What bothers me most is Teddy. He was acting like the host of that show.
Yeah, and we can't find him.
This smells fishy. Then again, I doubt he would play a prank like this for no reason.
I guess we'll just have to go inside the TV and find out what's going on.
That's right, go inside the TV. Out of everything, that was the element that shook our common sense the most out of everything we experienced last year. Actually, the murders in last year's events happened in another world inside the television. This world is filled with monsters called shadows that are born from people's hearts. Because my friends and I gained personas, the power to defeat these shadows, we were able to enter the TV screens and fight them.
Won't we be stuck in there without Teddy to give us an exit?
But even we persona users would find it extremely difficult to leave that world on our own. In order to come back, we needed the exit TV that our friend Teddy was capable of creating.
Not so. I've had Teddy keep the exit TV out on that side.
Look at you, all prepared.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is first Rebirth, then the future 2027 remake. Yeah, I kind of said that 3 times already.
I mean, think about it. What if we were half asleep and fell into a TV when Teddy wasn't over there? Isn't that a scary thought?
Like anyone would be that clumsy.
Anyway, it sounds like it's safe for us to go investigate then.
No matter what the reason, it's reassuring to know that we have an exit strategy ready for us. You're bought it and downloading it? Neat. To be honest, I almost fell into it the first time it appeared in my room after all.
Yeah, there's no doubt that something's going on in there. Is everyone ready?
We're all good to go. To tell the truth, I had a hunch that this was going to happen.
We all share a look to confirm our intentions. You have a story problem when it comes to games? What do you mean, story problem? Even though there was a 2-month gap since I last saw them, they still continue to put their trust in me. I feel a slight sense of pride as I stand up from the bench. The large screen TV in the electronics department is directly below the food court. That was the entrance we always used last year. You have a thing like you like playing the first ones, now you hate yourself for playing Rebirth before Remake? Oh, you already played Rebirth before?
It's a holiday, so the store's full of people.
Alright.
I feel like things are picking up around town.
It's time to go.
Play Blood Rain. Blood Rain's a good game.
You know, it's been a while since last time.
I'm a little nervous.
Whoa, wait! There are still people in this aisle!
Hey, get ready! The customers are going away! Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go!
Yeah!
Isn't this different from usual? Oh no! What do we do?
What can we do? We can't stop now!
I hear a voice. It's a woman's voice. It sounds so familiar to me. This voice is Margaret, right?
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Hey, Margaret. I don't sense that distinctive floating feeling that I usually have when I enter the TV world. When I concentrate, I realize that I must be sitting in a chair. The moment I open my eyes, I see a vibrant blue. The Velvet Room. I visited this place an untold number of times last year, and once more in my dreams yesterday. I never thought I would return to this place.
It's not a dream this time? What's going on? Didn't my contract end already?
Igor, who usually sits in front and center, is nowhere to be seen. The one to greet me is the woman with silver hair, Margaret. Could this be a personal summoning, then? That happened a few times last year, too. Margaret smiles as if she senses my suspicions.
This room is tied to your fate. Nothing that occurs here is meaningless. Though you reached an end to one journey, you now find yourself here again. This shows that you will once again be faced with a question.
A question? And something really is going on?
Another mystery has appeared, and we are about to be dragged into it again. Could that be what she means?
From here on, what befalls you will upset your status quo. It is true that you've opened the door once already, but all things change. Nothing ever remains the same. What you gained before will change over time as well. You will have to face them once again.
Face them? Again?
The first thing that Margaret's words stir up in my mind is the sight of my friends' smiling faces. Is that going to change? No, that can't be true. And face them again? That's impossible. Once I wake up and leave this room, I should still be with my friends. There is no need to jump to conclusions. But Margaret appears to have anticipated my thoughts and smiles while narrowing her eyes.
Show me how you will proceed down the path that awaits beyond the door you've opened.
My vision wavers and the blue light before me vanishes quickly. Wait. I still need to know what you mean by those words.
Where am I?
Where did I get thrown to when I left that blue room? The scenery is so unexpected that I'm at a loss. Excuse me. Hey, let's check something real quick. Oh wow, this may actually take me a little bit longer. Narukami's story takes about 3 hours to complete. Damn, that was a mean cough. I have to do that constantly. This is a school. It's the music room of Yasugami High. I attended this school with my friends until recently. There's no mistaking it. We entered the TV together, so why am I here? No, that's not right.
No, wait. This has to be the TV world.
I do? Yeah. Yeah, one more time I'm gonna look at this. Yeah, that looks about right. The graffiti on the ground, shoes placed like they're for some kind of ritual. The eerily shining light, or shining eyes of the portraits on the wall. The more carefully I look, the more I realize that the place is not the real Yasugami High. Most of all, I sense no warmth from this place, like I always did from the students who would come and go from here. This is a fake. It's definitely not the school I attended. But what happened to turn the world inside the TV to this? On top of that, we entered the TV from our usual entrance, but I ended up in a completely different place.
This has never happened before.
I also realize that my friends aren't with me either. Did we somehow get separated? I start to feel chills down my spine and look around.
Hello! Sorry for the wait!
Hey, welcome to the stream, Charlie Hardon. How are you doing?
Greetings, boys and girls of Yasogami! The P1 Grand Prix is about to begin! There's no need for manners or courtesy or anything today, so let it all hang out! Tell us how you really feel!
What the?
I shout out questions, but she doesn't answer. This is Rise Kujikawa, one of our friends on the investigation team that we couldn't contact. Does she not hear me, or is she choosing not to respond? As I ask myself this, I hear different voices echoing as well. I look around in surprise. These voices, it's not just from one or two people. I see countless students staring at me from the hallways, the entrance, everywhere I turn.
May I have your attention, please? I, Rosette, will be your commentator. But first, the General has a few words for you all.
What's going on? Why are there so many people inside the TV world? Before I could think of any answers, Rise makes another announcement. And, as if on cue, the monitor in the music room turns on. What appeared on it was Teddy. He was wearing a strange hat and cape, just like he did on the Midnight Channel last night. First Rise, and now Teddy. What are they doing?
You're all here now. Well then, I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P1 Grand Prix!
And that's the same as well. That's the same bizarre tournament that was shown on the Midnight Channel. Then, is Teddy really the one behind this insanity?
Teddy, what's going on here? We came to look for you and Rise and...
Always with the talking, Sensei. It's a big waste of time.
Very nice joke there, pal.
Less talk and more
Yeah, Teddy
fighting.
loves his bear puns,
Next
doesn't he?
challenger, come on down!
Teddy looks away and makes a dismissive gesture. Smoke suddenly bursts out from underneath me and robs me of my visibility. There's someone beyond that white curtain? Eventually, my field of vision begins to clear. I keep my guard up, expecting anything. But who should appear but Yosuke? Though I hadn't expected to run into him like this, I'm relieved to see that he's safe. Teddy did say something about a challenger just a moment ago. I recall that the P1 Grand Prix that appeared on the Midnight Channel looked a lot like some kind of fighting competition. Wait, am I supposed to fight Yosuke now? That's not funny at all.
They're expecting you and me to fight.
Looks like. Sheesh, what's Teddy thinking?
Starting that up already? I won't let you get all buddy-buddy with each other.
Time for some cola. Cola time indeed. Welcome to the stream, Petra. How are you doing?
These battles are fought to the death. Only the victor can proceed.
This joke's gone on far enough, Teddy. We're not gonna play along with that.
I look over at Yosuke, hoping that he would agree with me, but Yosuke did not appear interested in what I had to say.
Oh, really? I guess he should declare me the winner then.
Yosuke?
What? You don't plan on fighting, right? That means I win by default.
You're just referencing, or referring to the cola from Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2... Kuro and I need to finish streaming that game. Back on Halloween, we ended up doing the first couple of Left 4 Dead things. I think it was like, what the hell did we leave off on? I think we left off on the plantation. And then we were going to pick it up again, then we started doing Bloodborne. Welcome to the stream. KDML always wins? Is this pre-recorded? No, this is live. How are you doing, by the way? Welcome to the stream. I'm not going to wait for next Halloween, am I? No, we are not going to wait until next Halloween. He actually wanted to do a collab for Left 4 Dead when we decided to do Minecraft that other day. Well, that's because my other friends were joining in. I still have another week off for the holidays, so maybe we could see about doing something this upcoming week. I'll have to talk to him about that.
Oh, but is that okay with you? I mean, since Nanako-chan's here and all?
Also, I just skipped all that dialogue, but I don't care.
Nanako's here?
Wait, really? You haven't seen her? She's with Teddy.
That can't be. I saw Nanako back at the house when I left this morning. You believe I'm going on to Dead Rain? You believe I left off before that? Well, I left off on the plantation. I don't remember what comes after that one. And even then, Nanako can't enter the TV world on her own. But she is in this world? I can't believe it for a moment. But what if it's true? Just coming into this world can tire a person out very quickly. Welcome to the stream, Tyrese300. What's up, bruh? How is me? I is fine. How is you, Tyrese? And welcome, Burger Planet's Balloon Plug. Burger Planet sent you, and welcome, oh wow, hello, this is cool. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for the subs. I appreciate that. Why am I making fun of Tyrese like that? I am not making fun of him. I am just, playing along with his words. And real clip... Oh. Holy shit, where the fuck are all these people coming from? Becky 2Kill... Goddamn. Thank you everybody who is joining in right now. I appreciate that. Okay, and you are going to get banned for that. You, yeah. I take back what I said about welcoming you in. Fuck you, oh wow.
Where is she? Yosuke, where's Nanako?
Moderate my chat. I just banned him. Like, he's out of here. Oh, wait, no, I just removed him, didn't I? Where's the, hang on a second. Let's see, channel activity. Where the fuck are my mods? Hide user on the channel. Okay, there we go. We need more mods. My mod is elsewhere at the moment. I think she may be asleep.
Oh, what's gotten into you, partner? No need to get hysterical.
Why are you so calm about this? You know what happened to her last time she came here.
Bruh, the chat is out of control. Do something, do something. Well, there's only one person who is being a racist piece of shit, and I have him dealt with. Hopefully he gets hit by a fucking bus. Nanako did come into the world once last year. It was not something any of us would have wanted to happen. That was the start of the whole chain of events. Oh, and, you're being one too, huh, Burger? Yeah, let's, block you as well. OMG, another one? Yeah, it seems that we have quite a few assholes in the chat right now. Let's see... Community moderation... We'll deal with that later on. You're sorry you had to report my channel for racism? You should have reported the other idiots. Remembering them is heart-wrenching even now. And yet, no, even then, it might be wrong for me to lash out at Yosuke for the way he's acting. This chat is a respectable place. As a viewer yourself, you know you have no power, but please respect the rules and its people. Yeah, I know, he's... Got quite a few people in here, and we have two of them that are racist pieces of garbage who should probably get hit by a bus. Viewers are reporting multiple instances of racism. No, you cannot say that. All Yosuke said was that he saw her with Teddy. Then was Nanako brought here by Teddy, if he is the leader of the tournament?
Yosuke, be straight with me. Are you sure Nanako's with Teddy?
How should I know? If I had to guess, I'd say she's probably still with him. Man, are you alright? Are you that worried about Nanako-chan?
Burger was right about me. Who the hell is... Oh. We'll see what Google decides when they get my... Or when will they get the... Do I like Lolly? Are you guys, like, genuinely here to support the channel, or are you just here to be idiots? Like, I was pretty excited for a moment there. Yeah, don't do that shit. You're here to support? No, you are going to get hidden and blocked as well. My mod should be here pretty soon.
It's no wonder people look at you funny, thinking you have a sister complex.
Sense of wrongness that I've been feeling this whole time is getting even stronger. Mod you? No, we are not doing that. My, actual mod is coming in here. True, Yosuke may say some insensitive things, but mostly that's because he reads too much in a situation and becomes outspoken. Where's this lady mod? Well, hopefully she will be here pretty soon, and she will take care of all these idiots.
Yosuke, are you alright?
Yep. I'm just gonna make you a mod, uwu person, so you can help me as well. Manage block words, change chat mods live, Yeah, you are now a mod, uwu person.
Huh? What are you talking about? I should be the one saying that to you. She's not even your real sister. All that big bro stuff really creeps me out. It was a while ago that I saw her. It's probably too late to save her now. You know how things went last year, after all.
Thank you for joining, by the way, honey, out to you. And thank you for assisting me with this. I got pretty excited for a moment there, but, yeah. Where are all these idiots coming from?
Yosuke.
He's definitely not the Yosuke I know. Yosuke is my friend. He wouldn't be so callous as that. At least I thought so up until now. He was the one who had to face the pain of losing someone he cared about when the murders first started last year. I can't hate him for accidentally mentioning someone who was dead. But the way he's acting, he's doing this on purpose. I silently draw my sword and face Yosuke.
Draw your weapon. You'll get your fight.
What? Dude, what are you saying? You told me you'd let me win by default.
To be honest, I was thinking that this Yosuke before me was some kind of fake. I even wonder if something had happened to him and Yosuke's shadow had appeared again in this world. But this wrongness that I keep sensing is nothing like that. This probably is the real Yosuke. And the strangeness I feel is because these words really aren't coming out of the mouth of someone I never thought would say them. If so, then...
I don't know if you're being controlled or if there's something else going on here. Either way, you must understand the best way to resolve the situation.
There's no way to tell if what I'm saying is getting through to him at all. Community is hella racist? They're not my community. They're a bunch of trolls. So far my community has been pretty much Honey OTU, Long Live Crow, Petra, and, Uwu Person for the longest time.
Sorry, but I'm gonna go all out. No hard feelings.
Trolls being trolls. Yeah, and I'm gaining quite a lot of subs here from them as well. Frankly, I don't really want them.
Huh? All that talk and you're gonna fight against your partner after all?
I got raided? I don't know how that's possible.
Well, whatever. Let's hurry up and get this started.
I don't think I have near enough subs to get raided, actually. Is this my community or a raid? I don't know. I had one asshole who came in, decided to act like a racist, and then there were a bunch that followed in suit. I don't know where the hell they're coming from.
Finally.
Here comes Yosuke's fight.
I advertised the stream on Gapers Us. What the hell is Gapers Are? I don't even know what that is. The only thing that I really post links on is Twitter. That's it. Oh, I wonder if that one asshole who stole that package from me was sending these guys in. Like, I wouldn't put it past him. I did make a call-out video about him, so, it's either that or somebody who has a bone to pick with me.
Amazing, Sensei!
Either that or it's just a bunch of dumb children with too much time on their hands. It is winter break after all, so that's also an option.
Ahead? You're gonna continue with this?
I don't want to spoil the surprise. If you want to find out, you'll have to get to
This
me.
is a lot of people. Yeah, no shit. I don't know if there's a way to combat this or not.
And I can't say why, but I think you should hurry.
The monitor shuts off. I still haven't learned anything about Nanako. But he did seem to have been expecting me to ask about her. I don't want to think about it, but Nanako really may be here. The moment the monitor turned off, the students began to leave like waves in the receding tide. No, they don't look like students anymore. There's something inhuman, just taking the shape of students. Excuse me. I normally don't do that, but considering my current audience, I don't really care if that offends you or not. Was too focused on the fight to notice, but it seems their true forms were coming through. They look like silhouettes. Could they be shadows? Even so, I don't sense any hostility from them. Well, if they're not a threat and they are going away, there's no need to chase after them. Besides, there's something more important to do right now.
Yosuke, are you alright?
I walk towards where Yosuke lies, collapsed on the ground, and give him my hand to help him up.
Ow! Couldn't you hold back a little? I seriously thought you were gonna kill me.
The same went for you. I wouldn't have stood a chance if I held back on you.
Yosuke grimaces in pain, and he stands, but he doesn't seem to have suffered any severe injuries. That's good. I knew I couldn't risk going easy on him, so I was a little worried that I would actually hurt him. But once we get a good look at each other, Yosuke's demeanor suddenly changes.
Anyway, that aside, shut up about the nurses already. It's not like that's the only thing I ever think about.
Yeah, I'm also going to contact Jackalaka, see if she ever experienced anything like this before. Maybe she can help. Alright, what's going on, Hayotu? Hang on. There's too many to ban, and you're on your phone. That lags really bad. Well, I made, Uwu Person a mod as well. Calling Jackalaka, see if she could help as well.
What's this about nurses?
Huh? You were harping on it the whole time. How can you stand there and constantly bash my taste in women with a straight face? Is it such a crime to like nurses?
Wait a second.
I don't understand why he's suddenly angry, but he's not making any sense at all. I tell Yosuke to calm down, and we go over what he thought had happened before the fight. We learned that our memories of what each of us had been saying didn't match up at all. According to Yosuke, it seems that I'd been, well, teasing him about his taste in women. Just have to hide the user in general. I don't know how to do that, Honey to you. Like, is there a way to, like, make people verify their phone numbers or something to be able to chat in a live stream? Like, I messaged Jack Lacka to see if she could give me assistance with this, but, yeah, I don't know how the hell that's gonna work out. Really, it's best for us both if we pretend this had never happened. But thanks to conversation after the battle, I've come to realize something. If we'd been hearing each other say things neither of us had been meaning to say, then...
Yosuke, let me ask you something. Is it true that Nanako is here in this world?
She is?
Yosuke is at a loss for words. He had no idea what I was talking about. It's just as I thought. Yosuke doesn't know anything about Nanako. If that's true, then what I heard Yosuke saying before the fight was something that Yosuke couldn't possibly have said. This only makes me more convinced that I have the right idea. Am I a gamer? Bimer, maybe. Not a strict gamer, though. What I had heard wasn't what Yosuke had meant to say. I don't know how, but something else had made Yosuke say those words, even if he didn't know he was saying them. That reminds me, the Teddy on the screen had said that I needed to get him if I wanted to find out the truth. Does that mean that Teddy had done this to us?
I guess there's no choice but to keep going.
Nanako is good friends with Teddy. I don't want to imagine it happening, but if Teddy wanted to kidnap Nanako, it's certainly possible that he could have. I want to go home at once and check to make sure that she's okay, but I have no idea where I am. Even worse, Teddy holds the means of returning to the real world. There is no way out unless I could find Teddy on my own.
Taking off?
Yeah.
Well, be careful.
Well, on the bright side, at least I could do my 300 sub special. I could start working on that now, even if I'm getting subbed to by a bunch of morons. Who are probably gonna unsub as soon as the stream is done. Be careful, I'm worried about you. Do your best. I sense a lot of emotions behind those words. Yes, I know now that I'm hearing the real Yosuke. I take Yosuke's cheering me on to heart, and leave the music room. Teddy had said the only winner could go on in this tournament. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's probably not a lie. Yosuke understands that as well. That's why he's trusted me to sort it all out, and lets me go without much talk. He's frustrated that he cannot help me out. What's the 300 sub special? I had two ideas in mind for that. One of them was a story time about buying sex toys in the middle of a thunderstorm and a car breaking down, and the other one I was thinking about doing like a homage to Mori Calliope, since she's an inspiration and how wonderful of a person she is. Kind of been working on both of them side by side. I don't know which one is going to be the special, though. I could just be jumping to conclusions here. After all, Teddy did say that was a rule, but we don't have any proof either way. Well, I might as well see what he meant by that. Save those for the 500 sub special? 500 sub special? I'm thinking about opening up a Discord server and probably doing a new weapon review. Once I hit a greater milestone, I'm thinking about reviewing my Spaz 12 on the channel. King of all shotguns, and one of the favorite ones in my collection.
Oh, one last thing. About those nurses.
100 or 1K? 1K, I am thinking about actually doing a Dark Souls drinking game. I have a bottle of Crystal Head vodka, and every time that I die in Dark Souls, I'm gonna take a drink of that. That's what the 1,000 sub special is gonna be.
Ah, quit it already! Are you out of your mind again?
Yosuke turns bright red and rushes towards me, flailing wildly in an attempt to stop me from fishing. Or finishing? Why the fuck did I read that as fishing? And... there's a painful sounding noise as he runs into something invisible and slowly slides to the floor.
What is this?
So there's an invisible wall. Looks like the loser can't leave the room.
Fishing. Well, at least I didn't read it as fisting. That would have been more embarrassing. It looks like there's some force that prevents the loser from leaving the area where the fight took place. It's likely that every one of these battles happens here. The winners will get sorted out this way. That's annoying.
I see how it works now. Thanks.
If Teddy really has kidnapped Nanako, then there's no time to lose.
Don't use me as your guinea pig. Wait, that's it? Hey, don't wear yourself out, alright?
I turn away as Yosuke shouts at me. while I address the gaping allegations. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Not to worry, Yosuke. I give him a quick smile before leaving the area for real this time. At that moment, I feel a wave of disorientation crash over me. I'm surprised that this is happening without warning, but it's not a threat. After all, I know this feeling all too well.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I had been leaving the music room, but now I am sitting in the Velvet Room for some reason. Margaret greets me with her usual smile. The room is truly mysterious, but why would she summon me like this? Margaret sees my suspicious expression and speaks up.
Things have only just begun, and yet you already seem tired. The misfortune that has befallen you can be thought of as a sort of trial.
A trial?
I want to know the details behind her words, but I know that she won't answer me even if I ask. The inhabitants of the Velvet Room never reveal everything. That's because they can only watch over the choices their guests make. Margaret's smile broadens when she sees that I don't intend to ask her anything.
Indeed. I am an observer on your journey. I would do nothing so thoughtless as to force you to make choices. You do not need such provocations. I already know that you shine brilliantly enough.
This shine she speaks of, could it be about my ability to use personas?
Yes, that is part of your brilliance. Personas are masks of resolution, strengthened by controlling one's heart, by forming bonds. You understand this well, don't you?
Yeah, that's how we all fought up till now.
Yes, indeed. But one's heart is intangible. It cannot be seen and cannot be felt. When polished, it releases a strong light unlike anything else. But it can also be clouded by trivial things. Have you ever felt that way?
Wait, what was the question?
You may be more conscious of that fact than most, because you hold the power of the wild card.
Margaret's voice fades away as she answers me.
From here on, you will be forced to re-examine the things you know as bonds.
I still don't know what that word means. Is this choose your own adventure? It has choices and branching pathways, but, it's mostly linear. Now, in, the actual Persona 4 Golden game, that one actually does have more than, a few different endings. I don't know if this one has a joke ending to it, but, we're not going to be going for that, because this is the last Persona game that I want to do for a while. Since I've kind of been doing these since the channel started. After this one, I'm planning on doing Shadow of Destiny next week.
How will you face the changes to come, and what choices will you make?
Also, if you want to make me a VTuber model, then make me a Warhammer 40,000 VTuber model. Bloodraven model, to be specific. I may not know that much about the franchise, but I do love the aesthetic. When I open my eyes again, I am in the school's hallway. I turn around and see the door to the music room closed behind me. Was I only summoned to the Velvet Room in spirit? You know what? I'm gonna humor you, Skeeter. Let's just Google it. I'm sure whatever it is, it can't be nearly as bad as anything else that I've seen. Oh, is that the guy who shot himself on TikTok? He looks familiar. Or was that just some other bearded guy? And when I open my eyes again, I'm in the school's hallway. I turn around and see the door to the music room closed behind me. But I only summoned the Velvet Room, or was I only summoned to the Velvet Room in spirit? There's no way for me to figure out what just happened, but I think back on what Margaret had told me.
The changes, huh?
Even though the people of the Velvet Room avoid saying much, what little they do say has always had meaning. Well, it's true that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her, but she's never said anything meaningless while on duty. I would assume that this would be the case now. I may have to keep her words to heart. In any case, I need to concentrate on the case for now. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning behind what she said when the time comes. I must proceed. Though this bizarre place looks nothing like the Yasogami High I attended, the building seems strangely familiar as I run through it. Teddy had appeared on the monitor in the music room. From the looks of things, he appeared to be behind what was happening. But I'd heard Risei's voice over the school's PA system before the fight with Yosuke. If this school works anything like the real one, I can make a good guess as to where Teddy and Risei are.
It might be the announcement room.
But of course, things aren't that easy. Those invisible walls keep getting in my way wherever I go. It seems that some of these walls don't let anybody through, no matter if they won or lost the fights. Every single time I run into one, I'm forced to take another path. It's like my route is already set for me.
I feel like I'm being led somewhere.
I stop for a moment in the hallway out of the practice building and utter to myself while I take a look around. Where are they trying to lead me? At that moment...
Hey, you there! You're one of them participants in that there Grand Prix thing, right?
Labris, best girl. A voice that I don't recognize at all breaks me from my revere. I instinctively jump back and draw my sword in surprise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the big idea? You could poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
Ah, dear Labris, I love her so. I turn and see a girl that I've never seen before. Was she part of the crowd? No, she looks like a real person. She was caught by surprise when I suddenly pointed my weapon at her. Though she flinches, her words don't lose any of their intensity. How bold of her. That may seem like an odd thing to say, but it's what suddenly crosses my mind. But this girl doesn't seem to have any intention of attacking me. I sheath my sword and remain cautious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it. What were you gonna do if you hurt one of the students here, huh? You can't go pulling that stuff without student council approval.
Context, Labris. Context.
Alright, the jig is up. I'm putting the kibosh on this tournament right now.
Hey, wait, hold on a second. I'm not in this because I want to be. I'm trying to stop the tournament.
Who in the world is this girl? She is wearing a Yasogami High uniform. She said something about the student council. You think the viewer count is decreasing? Doesn't mean dick to me, you person. Yeah, sub count is decreasing as well. The idiots are leaving. That's a good thing. And that gives me more time to decide what to do for the 300 sub special once that goes back down to 280, whatever I had before. You mean it's finally calming down? Well, yeah, I noticed that. The viewer count is decreasing, the subs are going down. It was 312 a minute ago, now it's down to 309. When I refresh again, it's probably going to be back down to 200 and something. Oh, nope, holding fast at 309. Whatever. Maybe there were some normal people in there after all.
Why are you here, by the way? Wait, did you fall inside a TV?
Either way, I'm easy. That's right, I may have put it a little differently, but if she can't enter a TV herself, the only possibility is that someone threw her in. That was what was happening in the murders from last year.
All inside a TV. What kind of nonsense is that?
She's not aware of it. But if she was a Persona user, I don't see why she'd hide that fact. Excuse me. 303 for you? Well, maybe if I close out of the window and open it up again. No, it's still 309 for me. If she was trying to keep that from me, then she wouldn't have come to talk to me like this. Then does that mean that she's a victim after all? I carefully choose my words and avoid provoking the girl, and introduce myself.
I'm Yu Narukami. I was a second year at Yasogami High until last year.
Huh? Last year? But that uniform.
Oh no, this is, kind of my usual equipment when I'm in the TV world.
Hang on a sec. You're so happy seeing so many new subs, so many new people to watch my magnum opus, only for it to be stomped on by trolls. It pisses you off. I'm hoping that it didn't scare Petra off at all. Like, yeah, for any of the normal... Oh, you've been... Oh, okay. Well, I'll, just click on you and add you as moderator. There you go. Thank you, by the way, Jackalaka. I appreciate your assistance.
Equipment?
Never mind. Forget it.
Well, if you were only around till last year, I ain't gonna blame you for not knowing. I'm the new student council president. Nice meeting you.
The student council president. If I'm remembering correctly, the student council election should have taken place just before the holidays. I have no knowledge who won any of those elections, since I had left Inaba before they took place. Hey, you were scared to say anything? Speak your mind, honey, to you.
Now it's your turn to spill. You said you ain't in the tournament because you want to be. Then what are you doing here? And what's this tournament about in the first place?
I feel that if I don't explain things very clearly to her, it will only provoke her further. Oh, hey Chad Narukami, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? But trying to tell her everything about what's going on will only confuse her. I leave out the fact that the place inside the television, or the place is inside the television, and tell her about the other things that are going on. First, I tell her about Teddy, that a friend of mine is likely one who set the tournament up. Oh, you were scared if they sent a message in chat, then they target... Ah, I gotcha. And third, that my cousin Nanako is still in elementary school, may have been dragged into this mess. The girl calling herself student council president seems skeptical while I talk, but eventually she sighs.
So if I got this right, you didn't start this, but your friend did.
seem like you're lying.
You don't mess with this kind of stuff, remove it ASAP and move along. Yeah, if I wasn't streaming, I tried to kind of multitask and remove some of these people, but at the same time, I didn't want to, like, stop the stream entirely to deal with this, especially when I'm so close to completing the game as well. Like, it's... This is probably going to take me even longer to finish now, just because I had to deal with that stuff, but this is so close to being done. Seems that she somehow grasped the gist of what I was trying to say. I thank her out of politeness, but she laughs and asks why I'm thanking her. There's still one more difficult task left at hand. Report remove, it's okay, you think it's taken care of now? Thank you again, Jack Lacka, I very much appreciate that. She still appears to be energetic, but it doesn't change the fact that she's in danger. I have to get her out of the world, no matter what. Where did that sound come from? Let's go look. These are kind of the same thing, so...
Hey! That sounded like it came from the gym! I ought to tell you to go home, but I get that you're worried about your sis. Come on, let's go check it out.
Jackalaka is a saint, isn't she? Yeah, for my normal people, Chad, you, Narukami, and Petra, go and give Jackalaka a follow, if you would please. She is awesome. We both start running at the same time. I reach my full running speed when something occurs to me. I'm surprised to see that Miss President is keeping pace right beside me. Just standing still in this world would be strenuous for a normal person, but she doesn't even seem out of breath. You don't know if you could add to moderated terms in the channel, but I could take care of that after and add specific terms, and YouTube will auto-hold it in the future. Yeah, initially, this is the first time I've dealt with something to this extent, so, I never really gave it much thought. But, now I'm definitely gonna have to crack down on that stuff. I take a moment to quietly praise the girl running next to me. Started to get panicky when they talked about you, so you're sorry you kind of disappeared. It's all good. It's completely understandable. We burst into the gym where all the noise came from, but there's no one here. Instead, we see huge pieces of stacked chairs, or piles of stacked chairs, rather. They're twisted and intertwining everywhere on the open floor of the gym, forming huge towers that reach almost to the ceiling.
What is this? Who'd go to all this trouble?
There's a setting that YouTube will hold sus terms, basically, so any swearing, really, you can just push those through in the future if you want to allow it. Blood Moon going to Jack Lacka for assistance, like a kid after scraping their knee and going to his mom. More like a good friend that you could rely on. Black Healer is the mom of this group. The girl stares up at the chair, seemingly dumbfounded. Suddenly, the monitor in the gym flickers to life. And, as I expected, Teddy appears again in that costume. Making a light joke? I know. And I made a light joke in response about Black Healer being the mom.
Well, that's fine with me, of course. But shouldn't you keep your mind on the fighting?
Speaking of which, I still need to ask her about that Bloodborne collab. Oh, and while we're on the topic of collabs, and while you're here, Jack Lacka, when are you thinking about doing the Resident Evil 6 collab? I remember you said that you wanted to wait until after the holidays, but when were you figuring on that?
Whoa, you look so mortified! That's the face I was hoping to see!
He's not saying anything completely straight, but he's obviously hinting that he knows I'm worried about Nanako. I know that saving Nanako is important, but I can't leave Miss President here alone and abandon her in this world either. You haven't thought about it? Maybe we could look at our schedules next month? Alright, that sounds good. Viewer count is still 6, counting you, Jack Lacka, Chad, you, and Honey OTU, so the other 2 is making you wonder. Well, the other one may be Petra, assuming that he didn't get scared off. Like, yeah, Petra may have been the other one, and I am also viewing this on my other monitor, so that other count is probably for me as well. I feel Teddy's words causing me to doubt myself. And Miss President raises her voice.
Hey, you! You're the ringleader of this mess, aren't you? What's the idea? Raising a ruckus like this without running it by the student council?
You wouldn't blame anybody getting scared off by now, which makes you more upset. Yeah, I know. It's a shitty situation. It's... yeah.
Pack it in and clean all this up already.
I'm a bit calmer now, but I'm still pretty pissed off about it. No need to apologize. You weren't the one who was causing the issues. Whether you can help a little, honestly, or punny and weird person, you wish them luck. You're gonna get around to bed. Good luck for the rest of the stream tonight. Have a good night, Jack Lacka. Hopefully I'll be able to catch you for one of your upcoming streams in the coming days. And thank you for tuning in and helping again. I appreciate it. After getting a clear look at her, I feel like I've come to realize where she gets her courage from. She truly wishes to protect the school. Her strong awareness of duty is surpassing her fear. Good thing the Chad isn't showing up on the stream like Kuro's. That would have been, well, yeah, it would have been, pretty, damn unsettling, but again, it's kind of out of my hands. Like, it's not me dropping down and saying all that, whack shit, so, that makes things at least a little better. Like, at least I'm not a piece of garbage. It's incredibly detestable. I can't believe that Teddy can even make such a malice expression.
What's that tiny thing? I'm in the middle of an important conversation with Sensei. A yappy little mutt like you should be muzzled and sit in the corner.
You don't think hiding comments would hide them on the screen if I have the screen chat on? Yeah, honestly, I don't even know how to do the whole screen chat thing. I could probably do that with the, Twitch one, since that's the primary thing that I'm streaming on. I could probably rework it to get the YouTube chat on there, but at the same time, yeah, I'm a procrastinator, so it's gonna be at least another whole year before I can even get around to doing that. Also, I was supposed to get a border for that thing as well.
Sit, puppy, sit!
He has absolutely no intent of dealing with her seriously. Miss President turns bright red in humiliation from being brushed off like that. This is enough. I take a step forward and put myself between the monitor and Miss President.
I'll take it from here. It's alright. There's nothing to worry about.
Miss President's lips are trembling. She must be angry that there's nothing she could do herself. I don't want to let those feelings continue, so I turn to face the Teddy on the monitor.
That was pretty harsh, Teddy. Hard to believe a womanizer like you would say such things.
What's so attractive about a shameless liar like her?
Red eyes, white hair. Cute accent. Shall I continue?
Liar? You know something about her?
The way he said that makes it sound as if there's some history between the two of them. But as usual, he doesn't bother to give any details in his answer.
Sensei, your opponent's getting tired of waiting for you. With the next challenger, come on down!
Teddy's pissing you off even more now. Don't tell Precious Girl to sit. Well, it's not actually Teddy. It's the Shadow. After that line, another cloud of smoke rises from the floor. But this time, it is Yukiko who appears. Oh, worst girl time.
Thank goodness you're
Time
safe.
for worst girl.
What's the matter?
It's nothing. Are you alright? Has anything odd happened to you?
Odd? No, I don't think so.
Yukiko seems alarmed to see me in a defensive posture. I feel my shoulders relax in relief as I shift my weight to stand normally. It seems that she hasn't been affected like Yosuke had. I don't think I'd be that tense, though. Now that's the Yukiko I remember. She's as sharp as always, exactly when we need her. If she's not being confused, then I can immediately ask her for help. I try to explain what I need
Nanako
from her.
might be in here. I'm heading to the announcement room where Teddy is. I need you to protect this girl from me. She might be a victim of all this.
I motion towards Miss President, standing next to me. Yukiko looks at me in surprise. I don't blame her, though. But what Yukiko said next was even more surprising.
Why do I have to do that? It's not like I know her or anything.
I'm not going to help her because I don't know her? Is that really what she's saying? I can understand that she might be cautious when meeting someone for the first time, but would Yukiko really think that way? It's got to be the same as Yosuke. That same uncanny sense of wrongness is coming back to me when I hear Yukiko speak.
Yukiko, not you too. Calm down and listen to me. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I can hear you clearly. What did you mean by you too?
When I try to question her, Yukiko's expression returns to normal. I can't tell anymore. She doesn't look like she's being controlled by someone. Am I overthinking this too much? At the very least, she doesn't seem enthusiastic about this P1 Grand Prix.
This is probably a trick the enemy is playing on us. They're trying to get us to fight each other. I'll say it one more time, Yukiko. I'd like you to protect this girl for me.
Sorry, but I don't know how to put this. It just feels like you're being really selfish. You always help people who have nothing to do with you, and I admire that. But where does that leave us? It's always your friends who get put in danger because of your self-centeredness.
I'm used to hearing her voice, but not her words, but her words are scathing. I'm convinced now. There's no obvious change in her attitude like there had been with Yosuke, but something must be warping Yukiko's words too. Her words may seem like a sound argument, but she means something else. I don't care if someone who isn't related to me gets hurt. That's definitely not something Yukiko would say. Who is your new PFP, honey OTU? Let's get a look at that real quick. Oh, Smary. Nice. The real Yukiko would never say something that disrespects the value of a life that way. Don't be deluded. Whatever happened to Yosuke is happening to Yukiko too. I don't understand the details, but Yukiko hasn't had a complete change of heart.
Yukiko.
Best Persona 5 Royal Girl? Second best. Futaba is still number one.
What the? You could?
When I draw my sword, Miss President quickly tries to stop me, but I can't answer her right now. If a battle will clear up this pointless misunderstanding between us, then the time to fight is now.
Ooh, now that's our senpai. You'll show no mercy, not even to a girl if it's for your own goals. You're a real bastard with a sister complex. Keep it up and bring them all down.
I ignore the taunts being delivered by Risei's voice. Even if our words aren't getting through to each other and we have to fight without understanding what's going on, we'll come to an understanding later. I have to believe, both in myself and my friends. I hold my sword to the side to protect Miss President, who is standing behind me.
Sorry, but you need to stay back. Whatever you see here, try to stay calm. Promise me you won't run away.
What happens next will probably surprise her greatly, but I doubt Miss President will run away. She's already shown me how strong her determination is. I glance at her over my shoulder. Although she looks worried, she still gives me a slight nod in agreement. You mean Uwu person just said Best Persona 5 Royal Girl? Ah, And you agree, but you think Futaba's best P5 girl. Well, if that's the way that you want to go about it, then yeah, I could agree to that. I must end this as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, also, given the developments with what just happened with all that other shit, like, I should have been closer to finished around now, but we are probably going to make this like a 2-part stream. I am probably going to shut down in the next 10 minutes or so after we do this fight, but we will pick this up again later on tonight and finish it up. I concentrate on all my senses to summon my strength of heart, my persona Izanagi. If I allow myself to go easy on Yukiko, she will surely defeat me. Yukiko smiles faintly and takes her battle stance. She resisted the idea of protecting Miss President, but she seems to have no qualms whatsoever about fighting me. There's definitely something else controlling her. But yeah, we'll beat up Worst Girl real quick, and then we'll bring it to a close, and then we will finish this up later on tonight. And then we'll move our Lies of P stream to tomorrow during the day. Yukiko's black hair forms graceful arcs in the air as her persona, Konohama Sakuya, rises behind her. That's right, the usual Yukiko should have beautiful heart like this. Wait for me. I will save you. Oh well. Well, I wasn't really planning on getting raided by a bunch of assholes, but, yeah, after that, and with it getting, like, it actually is 9 o'clock right now, and that's normally my cutoff time, so, yeah. Yes, if it can't be helped, it'll help you calm down. You were overwhelmed so much and made you tear up. You didn't want to say anything, but you kept trying to keep the peace, telling them to show respect. Yeah, and, although I have kind of calmed down, I am still very much annoyed about the situation. Plus, I also have to eat. Then I have to treat my tooth, give my jaw a break from all this talking. But it's not the end of the world. We'll still get it finished up tonight regardless. You were bordering on a panic attack. You can imagine how I felt then. Like, on the surface, I may have been a bit more collected, but inside, I was just ready to scream all sorts of profanities at them. And I did, kind of, but, I had some harsher words that I wanted to share with them. Something that involved, a razor blade and salt water. But, yeah, on that note, we're going to see about wrapping things up for the time being. We will continue this tonight at our normal time. And, yeah, I'll just leave this as it is. Well, actually, no, I don't want to leave the Xbox running, like, idly for too long. Well, we already saved. Let's just make another save just to be sure, because I'm paranoid like that, and, yeah, we'll pick up where we left off later on tonight. Alright, so, yeah, as for the rest of the week, we'll move our Lies of P stream to tomorrow during the day, as I already said. Saturday morning, we are going to be doing more Daggerfall, and then on Sunday, we're going to be starting up Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And with me moving Lies of P stream, I don't think the collab is going to happen at all. I've yet to talk to Kuro or Black Healer about it, but, that may be put off to next week, so, yeah. This is where we're going to bring things to a close for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Petra, Chad, Narukami, Uwu Person, Jackalaka, and Honey O to you. Hopefully I will see more of you guys down the line, and with that being said, here endeth the stream. Until next time, stay groovy.